Rubik Oracle duo and Rubik as a hero in general. But with the right lanes and the right approach towards the game, I think that the Wings team can definitely pressure and shut down this AM. They have the Sunstrike on their hands, so their aggressive tri-lane might have much more firepower than LGD expected.
Do you think we're in for a quick game where Wings just get that momentum rolling, or do you think it's going to come down to big late game fights?
I mean, if it goes to late game, I'm sure LGD is going to win. Wings has to win this. I mean, not super fast, but by a decent time, like 30 minutes. They should not let the game go past 40 minutes. If the game is somehow still going on after 40 minutes, LGD is just going to be rolling over them with the empowered AM, the empowered Juggernaut with Bloodlust on. Good luck with that shit.
Yeah, that's going to get ferocious. So what kind of timer do Wings have? What do they need to do to prolong their lifespan in this game?
They have to win the lanes. That's
every single one?
Pretty straightforward for them. I think they need to use Razor with Rubik to pressure the AM. That is the most crucial thing that I feel they have to do this game, and put Sand King in a 1v1 lane against the Magnus. If they can actually get that going for them, they would be able to slow the AM down significantly, because they still have the Sunstrike on top of their tri-lane. And the way they are going to initiate for a kill is like lift into the Fortune's End by the Oracle. Those two spells are very good setup for the Sunstrike.
Alright, going forward, doesn't look like we're going to have any blood. Looking at the wards placed, just going to be some high ground vision there for the Dire. Over here we are going to have some just good old lane vision up top. What do you think about this Dire ward right here?
They want to know that if our Wings are trying to do any different lanes, that's why LGD is placing all those deep wards, like a ward in the middle lane, a ward at the top lane, and Magnus is going top. They are afraid of the tri-lane, but then again, Wings are able to accurately pinpoint that Magnus is going top. They send the Sand King top. This is what they want: Sand King versus Magnus and the tri-lane on the AM. This is not good for LGD, so immediately LGD TPs the AM top. This is not good, this is not good. Maybe says for his team, I need to get out of this lane ASAP. So TPs his way towards the top lane. Sand King right now alone, still being able to put a significant amount of pressure onto AM until the supports arrive on the lane.
Sand King's already level 2. I mean, just that one way of the Caustic doing so much work. He's going to TP down bottom. He's not going to get punished for that.
Musical lanes. There are a couple of games that I've seen, I've recasted today and yesterday, where lanes are constantly being switched around. Like, the laning phase is extremely important for games like this, where Wings have to win the lanes, otherwise mid-game, late game, they're gonna have a very rough time.
Over here we are going to see some initiation perhaps coming out. Xiao Wei goes in, you got the Empower, there is going to be Ignite sprayed out onto Shadow. Meanwhile in the back lines you're going to have a 1v1, Innocence walking away, short leash there from the Razor, Static Link not going to accumulate a whole lot of damage. Now Xiao Wei could get punished there, they bring in Ice, they got the lift up, Xiao Wei going to get slapped back down. Do they have the damage? He's going to be able to run away from this, and maybe coming back in. Anti-Mage participating in these fights nice and early. Shadow eats up a Fairy Fire, but one more hit will mean that Banana gets the first blood, but they're looking for the trap in on Ice. I just don't think they've got this. They are going to be able to go in. Another Firefly's connecting, but looks like maybe gonna have to let him go for now. Oh, the blink deep! Is he gonna get out of this alive?
Yep, he's fine. He has a South, and he just needs to wait for his blink to cool down. Very, very good play, and understanding his limits there by LGD, maybe on the anti-mage. Securing the 2 kills. I don't think he should be able to get this kill, but he's at the moment still trying to scout and move around to see if there's any more opportunities to finish off the Oracle. But gonna be pretty satisfied with the 2 kills that he's gained for his team.
Yeah, I mean, that anti-mage, usually you expect him to sit back and want nothing to do with fights early, but...
Empower anti-mage.
Free Battle Fury, dude, minute 1.
He was just like LGD taking a very good exchange there. They baited Wings into trying to finish off the Magnus, but fortunately for LGD, Magnus were able to get his level 2 and skewer out of trouble, so putting Wings in a very terrible spot there. So right now, lanes are going back to normal. The Rubik Razor Oracle lane against the anti-mage lane, this is what Wings want to do. Pressure the AM, slow down his farm, and everything should go back to normal. Should go back to normal, I think, but you know, Dota 2, stuff happens.
Things can get wild. Now here in the mid lane, Aggressive, living up to his name, he spent a lot of time on this Radiant High Ground. Obviously he's got that magic immunity with the Blade Fury, so able to spin away from potential initiations from the Invoker. How's this lane expected to go? Relatively even in terms of farm kills?
Should be like 6-4, Invoker with a slight edge in farm, but right now Juggernaut is farming a lot better, like 4 creeps ahead of the Invoker, which is a very good job done by Aggressive here.
Oh, up in the top lane, they are able to go and get the Ignite onto Ice. There is going to be the Oracle trying to help him out. They get the lift onto Maybe, holding him back. End of the engage right there. But still lots of aggression. We've got try on try action.
Yep, this is what they want. Slow the AM. Don't let him hit creeps. Just keep him at the tower. And have Sand King 1v1, and Sand King is going to bully Magnus a lot. Like Magnus is level 3, Sand King is level 6. Almost level 6. This lane is going very well for Wings. Mid lane, like we just talked about, Juggernaut doing pretty well against the Invoker. But overall, Wings are much more content with the laning phase, I feel, despite giving up 2 kills previously on the top lane.
Are they getting enough for themselves here? Because just keeping themselves up in this tri lane means they're not going to be able to rotate and get fantastic levels.
That's not their goal. They are trying to slow the AM at whatever cost, so I think that's what they want. They are more concerned about slowing the AM rather than getting farm and levels on the Rubik and the Oracle. So
alright, Epicenter show 8.
Okay, this Sand King is gonna have an explosive game. Like when you get a solo kill like this, and it's very similar to Nick's Assassin. If you get a solo kill, you are able to do a lot on your own. And top lane we see Ice getting initiated by LGD.
He's going to get saved up for now. The Oracle trying to do what he can. Will end up falling. The lift comes out though. Maybe is in trouble. He's up a fairy fire. He's going to have a blink up in 4 seconds. Not going to be enough. Shadow looking for more here. He's going to pop up the Ignite Field Banana. Going to get low. I don't think they can catch up to the Ogre, but oh, they do have that Q there on the Oracle coming back in. Shadow is going to be able to punish there. It's going to be the Earth Spike there. MMY buying some time for his teammates, and Wings will back off. But in the end, still getting the Anti-Mage down. Big check mark there for Wings.
Yeah, good trade there by Wings for sure. They were able to get a successful trade between a support for the core anti-mage, which is what they want to do. Slow the AM, kill the AM, stop him from farming. And mid lane we see Aggressive going on the spin towards Blink, but they've done with the Sand King rotation there. On point this time. In the last game his rotations towards mid wasn't too successful, but this game much more successful for his team, being able to secure the kill on the Juggernaut here this time.
Yep, kill score going to be tied up 3 for 3, but the kills that Wings have gotten are just so much more important.
Yep. Wings are going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the Magnus lane right now as well. Like he's going to have a really tough time with the Sunstrike available, with the plus the Power Strike. Magnus has to always play really safe, and it's going to hamper his farm for sure. In this
Shadow going to be pushing up a little bit far, goes in for the leash. They've got the follow-up though. There is going to be the Earth Spike there. MMY catches them out. They got the follow-up. They get the slow onto Shadow. Hex coming out as well. Looks like Oracle not going to be able to do enough to keep the Razor alive. They go for the lift onto the Anti-Mage, but in the end they do lose a core.
Yep, but there was a rotation by Aggressive, and he had to expand his Omnislash to get that kill, but well worth it, allowing maybe on the anti-mage to get some free farm time and relieving some of the pressure of the safe lane. But Blink, on the other hand, will be granted free farm in his mid lane and going to work towards his Midas, so he's going to have his Sunstrike ready to set up any kills for Wings on the top lane here.
Oh, I mean, there's going to be 3 heroes pushing forward. You've still got Aggressive in the back lines. Goes in. He gets the spin off. Ice wants to get something done again.
Sand King is coming
over.
over.
The Sand King will be rotating in. The TP going to continue. MMY going to get loaded. The Kinetic Field doing a lot of work. Innocence might give his life for this, but Shadow got a full duration static link up. That Lion is not long for this world. There's the Burrow Strike coming in. The Sunstrike to follow up. They are going to get 2 caught out. Maybe loses his life. They're going to kill a Banana as well, as they've just got so much damage going their way. Kinetic Field going back in. There's nothing he can do. One more slap means the Ogre Magi will fall back to base. Nice rotations. Wings playing as a unit, and they're able to get everything they want out of this tri lane.
Yeah, this Magnus is just not going to be able to contribute at this stage of the game because he's so far behind. Sand King, with the much better start, being much more able to rotate around, got a kill in mid lane, now rotates himself towards the top lane to secure another kill onto the anti-mage, which is going to severely hamper his progression in this game. So maybe he's going to have a very rough time.
Look at how much damage these double 4Gs are doing to Aggressive. Yeah, it's got to go back to Fountain now.
Level 8, you know, Invoker, like, it's a very huge power spike on the hero at level 8 when you're going this build. You have the Bessie, you have the double Forge at this stage. Like, it's very difficult for the enemy team to deal with the double Forge this early.
Yeah, Anti-Mage still only level 5. He's got very little farm for himself.
They're going for Shao-8. Power Strike, Sunstrike, easy kill.
Nessun's gonna start things off, channeling, and it looks like Shao-8 wants to connect. Power Strike's gonna miss. Do they have any more follow-up here?
Nope. He needed to land the stun.
Oh, the smoke coming around. This is LGD's time to go and get what they want. They're gonna go for the wraparound. They put a nice deep observer ward.
Double
gonna go
damage
for
on the
first?
Juggernaut, so really wants to use it with his Omni Slash.
He's going back in. They will be able to get the Earth Spike connection at Faith Beyond. There's going to be the first RP in the game. They've got two. They're looking for the circle. Faith Beyond gets the Burrow Strike out. Innocence may have to give his life for this. Briefly buys himself a moment of freedom, but they aren't able to get down the Sand King for now. Oh, there's the skewer. Okay.
I mean, he almost cost his team the kills there. Aggressive did not spin there when they got the RP off. That's why he got stunned. And he was greedy there. But at the end of the day, they managed to still get both of the kills, so it was fine for his team, and the Sand King was really close to his blink. So that was a huge kill for LGD, putting some of the momentum back on towards their side. And mid lane Invoker, after noticing the rotations that LGD have made, understands that okay, they are not going to be able to defend the mid tower, turns on his Bassi and pushes the tower with his double forge.
They're going to try to defend the mid, at least
Oh,
go
here
for
comes
the
the Rubik.
He goes in and gets the lift up, and maybe there is going to be the deny on the tower. Maybe he's able to blink back. The Sunstruck not going to connect. Banana might be in some trouble there. Forward Spirits dishing out their damage, but...
Oh, that was close.
Alright, that's going to be what they want. Meanwhile, down bottom, there's going to be a counter initiation. They're going back in. Full duration Link. Shadow able to quickly clean off aggressive. That's going to be a very important kill on the Juggernaut. A big portion of damage down, and they should be able to apply a bit of pressure to this tier 1 down bottom.
And LGD are not very stable today in terms of their performance. They're making mistakes, they're very nervous, they're moving around, they're very antsy, very anxious about making plays.
I mean, going up against Wings, it's all about that momentum. They've got to have successful lanes, and when you don't start out strong, it's really tough not to just throw in the towel.
This AM has less snap pulls than the Magnus that struggle so much in the laning phase, so this is not looking good for LGD right now. Picking the greed, thinking they're gonna get away with it, and Wings definitely shutting down the lanes by constantly pressuring the AM with their tri-lane and having a very good start on their Sand King and Invoker right now. Sand King with a 10-minute blink with Epicenter and Sunstrike. He's gonna be able to kill anyone he finds.
Yeah, I mean, he's already got the Arcane, he's got the Blink, he's now got the Initiation, and one important thing is Wings looked very frazzled going up against Navi earlier, but here they look like they're playing as a team. They're confident in their movements, they're very confident in their initiations, and it's showing.
Yeah, against the Navi game, I feel like their drafts were a bit questionable, especially the bans, but this game, much more on point. Faith Beyond, Big Keep, and a channel empty.
Oh, he goes in, the Burrow connects, shall wait. Deleted from the face of the earth.
Doesn't even need the Sunstrike there to get the kill. But that's gonna allow Wings to pressure this tower. This should be a free tower for LGD, for Wings. I don't think LGD will be able to respond to defend the tower, but they're just gonna be using this time to get any farm they can get onto. Maybe he's just severely under farm at this stage of the game.
I mean, look at the indecision coming out from LGD. They had their two supports smoke up, but they've been pacing back and forth for the last 2 minutes.
Blink
going in. There's the Blink stun connecting. Maybe no time to react. He's going to get lifted up and smashed away. The poor anti-mage. That's his third death of the game, and they are able to get the lockdown. Do they have the stun to connect onto Banana? No.
It's close. That was close. He almost had Invoke ready for Blink there, like 2 seconds. Then he will be able to cast another spell like Tornado onto the Ogre there. So being fortunate that it was on cooldown, so gets his TP out, but still losing the anti-mage, a big deal for LGD.
Absolutely. I mean, how many times can they afford to lose the anti-mage? Is it already anti-mage stunted beyond belief?
No, they can't afford to lose him anymore. Like, every time he dies, it's gonna set back them so much.
Well, he's gonna TP into lane, and there is gonna be Faith Beyond there. He's got himself that Blink Burrow. If they kill maybe here, golly, that is just gonna put LGD at such a huge disadvantage. They bring him, I mean, he's just going in, he's going full on Burrow Strike, not gonna allow to get the cold snap off, but they should be able to get the tower at least, maybe.
That was probably a kill if he landed his Burrow Strike. He was greedy, he wanted to Burrow Strike and get out of trouble at the same time, so he blinked next to maybe and tried to Burrow Strike out, but he missed the stun there. That could have been another kill onto the anti-mage, but Sand King here, pinging out the Magnus, telling his team he's in the jungle, farming some camps, wants to set up a kill onto the Magnus with a Sunstrike. Sunstrike is ready, Invoke is ready, they are bringing down another hero, the Rubik here, with the ward vision there. Clearly understanding that Magnus is still around the area.
Yeah, aggressive is going to be invised up, so maybe they're able to get a jump onto Shadow, but little do they know how much backup is really coming in to help out the Razor if they decide to jump Faith Beyond.
He's pretty tanky though.
Going in, hiding in the trees. Oh, there's going to be some mad tanks coming out. They're going to be jumping in solo Omni Slash there, but they're able to react in time. The Oracle saving his life. Aggressive. Oh, you're not getting out of this one, buddy. The raw right click should be enough. Meanwhile, Invoker's able to go through, get the kill onto the anti-mage once again. Oh! barely almost makes it out. Juggernaut falls back down once again. This is looking so good for Wings right now.
Also Trevor on Razor and LGD losing two of their most important heroes. And one thing we didn't talk about is usually the Juggernaut is played by Maybe and Anti-Mage is played by Aggressive. They are changing things up. This is not looking good for LGD. They are definitely a team that looks disorganized, disorientated. They are very unclear. They are lost. They are not sure what is going on for their team. This is not looking good at all for LGD.
So we gotta ask Winter, we had some doubt in the draft. Ice's Rubik working out, yay or nay?
Yeah, good setup for Sunstrike. Like I said, if they wanted to make this work, they have to aggressive try lane and pressure the AM, and they did, and it's all working out for them so far. AM with very, very low farm at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and he's gonna get followed up by the support
They're gonna
Oracle.
look for the AM again with this smoke play, then this would be telling the AM there's no way we're gonna let you farm a battlefield this game. Like, he has a ring and power threats, that's about it. 40 minutes into the game. If they find him, he's just so dead that there's nothing the supports can do to save him here.
Faith Beyond creeping forward, the blink into lane, so he's gonna reveal
this
himself.
This is so good, they showed two heroes mid.
Oh.
LGD is like, oh, there's two heroes mid, we should be safe at top. He blinks out and farms the lane. And what's up, bro?
Oh, getting destroyed. He's gonna get lifted up and alley-ooped down.
That was such good deception there by Wings, showing two heroes in the mid lane, giving LGD false sense of security that, oh, they're probably gonna push mid. We're safe top. Let's farm. And the smoke is already halfway across the map.
Now, speaking of smoke, there's a counter smoke here. They are going to try to get Ice. They drop the finger of death. Faith Beyond gonna get his ult cancelled there, so that's going to be a big thing. Sand King not able to go with the epicenter, but he still gets a nice throw strike off. And there's going to be RP connecting onto 3. Oh, that's going to be a nice follow-up. But God, if it's done up with damage. Aggressive, he's just sitting there chopping forward spirits. So the rest of the work team is going to work. There is going to be the Omni Slash coming back out. Blink might lose his life here, and Invoker able to pop out 2 forwards before he goes down. He's still up. He's still fighting Banana. He's going to be the one to trouble the forward. He's now aggroing onto him. They pop him down. Double kill there from the Oracle. Now Aggressive looking to 1v1 the Sand King, but Faith Beyond still feeling nice and healthy. What is happening here?
What is going on? He didn't Omni Slash when he got the 3-man RP. He was like killing the Forge Spirits.
He was really focusing down those little Forge Spirits.
What is going on? They probably would have at least gotten 1 kill if he dropped his Omni Slash on top of the RP there, but somehow he feels like killing Forge Spirits is going to be better than killing heroes.
Well, maybe not the play there. I mean, LGD didn't lose a whole bunch of heroes. Not a lot of bodies hit the floor, but Wings, they are all up. They are all fighting. Everyone's got health and mana. Everyone's got the spells they need to continue the pressure. Epicenter's going to be up in 45 more seconds, and LGD, they've just got very little tools to deal with this.
They have some form of D-push from the Magnus Shockwave. I guess that's about it. But their base is definitely in a very, very precarious position. They have the Bloodlust to allow the tower to have more attack speed. I guess that's very, very bad right now for LGD.
Anti-Mage still trying to farm, but he is rapidly...
Yeah, you can try to farm, but you know, buddy, you're gonna take a whole lot more time to get online, and Wings are not gonna allow that to happen. They're just gonna breach your base soon.
They're going back. I mean, they know they're currently not playing on a timer. If this goes ultra late, yes, LGD are going to scale phenomenally, but you've got so much ground to make up if you're LGD. The Anti-Mage, still no Battle Fury. The Magnus barely has his Blink Dagger. The Omni Slash isn't going to do a whole lot of damage up against this big tanky wall of Wings heroes.
They can wait for 1 more round of items. The Axe on Invoker, maybe a mech on the Oracle. Rubik, 4-star, anything is fine. Blink or 4-star, Glimmer Cape, anything is fine from that. And Sand King right now in this with the Sunstrike can easily pick up any hero. Looking for a squishy target right now. Running in mid, there's Rubik around the area, so maybe Rubik has Impale, Spike, so gonna have that extra disable for his team.
They're able to ping out, maybe if they are able to go on the AM, that could be absolutely huge.
The Rubik is nearby, so Rubik plus Sunstrike is enough for them.
Invis gonna wear out. Faith Beyond's gonna be in some trouble if he's scouted up by Xiao 8. They lifted that melee creep. They got him, dude.
They definitely got him. Top lane, we see the Ogre here, trying to get whatever farm he can get onto lane. Everyone is just desperately getting anything they can find on the laning phase. Like, everyone is struggling to get farm items up online because the laning phase just went way too poorly for them.
Meanwhile, Invoker are able to push up his creep wave, and they're going to get some chip damage onto the bottom tower.
Smoke as well. they're gonna send the Forge Spirits to scout.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Invoker's gonna join his supports, the Rubik and the Sand King, in a 3-man smoke here, trying to find the AM, but gonna find the Magnet instead.
Still a decent kill. They are able to get 2 down. That need ball to serve it up. There's going to be an Omniclash coming back out, but Ice with the Stolen Battle Blade Fury, rather, is going to be falling down. Now Invoker in some trouble. Oracle doing his best to heal him up. Aggressive going to try to TP out because they have anything to break it. No, unfortunately, they aren't able to get down.
Oh, big stun soon. Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Oh my god, LGD is just
That's the
not
6th death on the Anti-Mage in 18 minutes.
He's not going to be able to get any items this game, I'm afraid. Like, Wings are just playing around the fact that LGD is just way too greedy, way too slow paced game that they're trying to achieve here, and constantly taking fights, pressuring them and not allowing them to have any free space to farm or breathe.
I mean, look how farmed the Invoker is. We've been talking about the amazing initiations from the Sand King, but I mean, Blink already has an Axe, he's already got his Midas, his Travels, and 2,000 gold on top of that.
This is not looking good at all for them. Like, they're just getting way out of control, and LGD, the only hope remains is their high ground defense. They have to pull off a big RP into an empowered Juggernaut and empowered AM.
Do they have enough damage, even if they get the perfect setup? Is there any follow-up?
If they get 5 heroes. Wings allow that to happen, but obviously Wings are just gonna send the Forge Spirits or only just 1 hero with Aegis up to siege your high ground, and everyone will be sitting behind. So it's gonna be extremely difficult for LGD to pull off a successful team fight, but that's their only hope now. Get a big RP, follow up with a stun from Lion, get a big Mana Void, and Omni Slash with Empower. That is their absolute best bet right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to see some pretty big level discrepancy there, as Magnus does not have his level 2 ulti, Invoker already at level 14, so there's just going to be a lot more abilities available to Wings, and they're stronger, they're moving as 5, they're very clean about who they want to go in on, and they consistently find a target every time, even if it's not the Anti-Mage, they're able to pick off the Juggernaut or the Magnus or someone big, whereas Wings are, really only dropping the Rubik consistently.
Yep. Even when they're rushing, AM is so scared. Farm the lane, he's not sure if they're rushing or they're trying to kill him. He's like, the psychological factor. Every time I go out and farm, there's a Sand King next to me, then the Rubik is there to lift me, Sunstrike, and there I go, dead again.
I mean, the Radiant Vision isn't even that spectacular. They've got a bit of control around the Roche pit, but other than that, it's really just dire wards. It's just Radiant walking around. They're getting so much movement.
This is bad. Wings have their second round of items to mech on Oracle. Invoker has 4k gold, so he can go for basically anything he wants right now. I don't think it matters that much. A Hex, a Blink.
Now, Anti-Mage changing direction, going for the Vanguard. Is that just a panic item saying, I need to survive more?
Yeah, I need to be able to live through the initiations, but won't allow him to farm. They need a lot more farm to get back into the game. I guess he's saying that I'll just have to rely on the Empower and I build more items to survive. So that's probably his plans. I mean, they're in a very bad position, so I can understand why he's taking this direction right now.
Invoker looks like he's going to go in for the Lincoln Sphere, which, I mean, admittedly doesn't block a whole lot, but why the hell not? He's filthy rich.
I mean, there's a lot of ways that he can break the Lincolns, but he wants to be able to block the all-important Mana Void, because he has a very, very big mana pool, so that's one of the ways that will allow AM to get back into the game. A big Mana Void kills all his teammates and the Invoker. Razor continuing to scale with stat items, increasing his HP, just making himself as tanky as possible. Oracle with all his sustain will be able to constantly keep the Razor up front. Like, he's going into the sieging build as well, the Aghanim's for the Razor, because they need to end the game and not allow AM and Juggernaut to continue farming. So this is a very good selection here by Shadow.
Yeah, for all the aggression there hasn't been a whole lot of high ground push coming out yet, just a bit of slow siege in the mid lane. They've got to get those racks cracking, otherwise, like you mentioned, LGD can continue to drag this out, but right here we may see Wings continue to exert their lead and finally take control of the entire base. 15,000 net worth advantage for Wings. They've got the items, they've got the skills. There is going to be a run back, shall we? Looking for perhaps a couple heroes stuck in the RP, but not going to find anything. And now maybe he goes in, he gets the Blink, but Alacrity and Invoker does not really care.
Nope, they are going to just heal him back up to full with the Purifying Flame. So round 2,
Going back in, MMY immediately picked up, no chance to dump the finger of death, and now there's going to be maybe sitting back just trying to clear creeps. He just wants to farm, man. He's going to get deafening blast up, will be able to blink back to the safety of his tier 4s, but I mean, Blink just sitting there lane, and the forward spirits he's still lacking depth. They are going to get 2. They've got the follow up there, bouncing every which way, but the Oracle's doing a great job keeping everyone healed up. It's the Omni side, but it's going to be an Earth Spike on the Lion, trying to get Shadow down, but aggressive. He's the one going down. Everyone on the side of Wings is still going to be up and alive. Sunstrike comes out, not going to be doing enough. Maybe goes up with Amount of Void onto Ice, but still not able to pick off the position 5 Rubik.
That's GG.
Yeah, that's going to be GG called out. Wings takes the series 2-0 against LGD. Not something a lot of people were expecting to see.
I mean, Wings definitely the favorite here against LGD, but the manner of the game, how it went down, the way LGD lost it was definitely something maybe some of the people didn't expect, but LGD did play really badly yesterday, so it just reflected again today. They are lost, they are unsure of what